Okay, so the market just dropped a little bit, then it pumped a little bit, and it's hard to see exactly what the sentiment is right now, but I know a lot of people are getting excited about Q4. We're in Q4 2024. It's supposed to be an explosion. We're getting ready for the banana zone, and things are going to take off. So in my most recent market update, October 2nd, 2024, the market update for premium subscribers of my newsletter, Crypto is Easy, I talked about this a little strategy around conceptualizing, well, what do you do to take advantage of this moment? What do you do to make sure that you are set for what comes next? And I wanted to share that in a little snippet that I'll share with you right now. So this is a long update. Let's finish it up with some strategizing. Let's think about this. What's going on right now? If you truly believe crypto will explode in Q4, October and everything after, right? Boom, zoom. You've probably already bought into the market. I can tell you from the consulting calls that I've taken over the past month or two, a lot of people, well, I wouldn't, I don't know. I don't know if those calls are an indication of the market and people in the market writ large, but a lot of people are in that position. A lot of people feel that way, and they're not setting aside new cash. They expect somebody else's money will push prices higher, and they're already allocated to the market. So I don't know how many people are in that same position. I don't know if you're in that position. Aunt Sally and Uncle Morton, they already got their allocation earlier this year. They bought here. Oh, the ETFs opened up. Okay, well, 1 to 3%. Let's put 1 to 3% ETFs. So they're not putting any more, and they may put a little bit depending on how the rest of their portfolio changes, but they're not allocating large amounts to the market anymore. They already did. You can tell, we can tell from engagement metrics and just observing your interactions with others. Billy the neighbor, he's still day trading the stock market. He's not thinking about cryptos. A lot of people, they're not thinking about cryptos. China is stimulating again. That's great. But there's a reason for that. And the reason is because people don't have that much money. They're not doing that well. They're not going to put money into crypto. We haven't seen any signs of new sources of capital. We still don't see signs of new sources of capital. There are some positive trends from accumulation metrics, ETF flows, new addresses, volume patterns, all sorts of things that we talked about in recent weeks. That's good. Central banks are cutting interest rates. That's good. I don't know how much of that money will go into crypto. People talk about Q4, but if you look at history, Q4s are not like always these massive, amazing things. They usually don't go the way your favorite influencer is telling you. And I don't know if I necessarily believe in seasonality, but if you do, well, look, yeah, I got this chart right here. Pick your Q4. This is what we've done in our more recent Q4s. You go back even further. I just took the last six. You start throwing on more examples, and the chart gets really messy. But I just plotted the path, the price path of Q4. If that same path were taken from today, from right here, and you can see it's all over the place, and mostly it ends up somewhere here, which is not too far away from the price we are today. Basically, it's a hodgepodge. And you get the same hodgepodge when you go back to earlier years. So your mind is thinking, okay, well, we're going to zoom. Oh, it's going to be like 2020 all over again. And then you look at what actually happened, and 2020 is the outlier. If anything, we should expect the market to continue climbing what they call the wall of worry. People call it the wall of worry. You get ups and downs, right? You get ups, downs, up, downs, up, down, up, down. Maybe we've turned the corner, maybe not, but we fight our way up. We fight our way up and then zoom. Now, I'm not predicting time or space for anything like that, but it's a fight. And maybe even it kind of settles in a little bit lower before moving its way back up. But the conditions are not such that, like, I mean, it can change quickly, but right now it's not like, oh, you got to get money in, oh, we got to. And trust me, once Bitcoin's price starts to moving up, maybe we start going up a little bit more, people notice. And it keeps going higher, a little bit higher, a little bit higher. And then people notice, and if it goes up long enough, people will start to think it will keep going up. See, it goes down long enough, people think, oh, it's going to keep going down. So you get a little pop, and people are like, oh, and it'll be flipped around, and it'll start going up a little bit. People think it starts going up, and then you'll see that new money come in. We're just not there yet. Fortunately, we put a lot of money into the market when Bitcoin's price was between 50,000 and 65,000. We're putting in more money now, continuing to set aside new cash. From a purely strategic perspective, we're in a no-lose situation. If prices go up, the value of our crypto goes up. We start collecting ourselves, go up, value of crypto goes up. That's great. Prices go down, we have plenty of cash to take advantage of the opportunity if prices go low enough. So we don't need to be overly aggressive here. We don't need to take that risk. We're in a great situation strategically. Tactically, you want to trade, you want to adjust your allocations, you want to balance your portfolio, sure, no problem. And you can call me for consultation. I'll put a link to the Teal feed to connect with me on Teal Food. Or you can email me for free. You don't need to buy my time, you just email me. But I'm following this strategy. It's a simple strategy. It's boring, but it works. Just in case you didn't know, my email is mark@markhelfman.com, and I'll put a link below in the description that goes along with this video where you can link over to Teal Feed to schedule a time with me if you'd like. I hope that was helpful. I talked a lot more about the metrics and trends, behaviors, observations, real analysis in the rest of that market update. I also have a link to that in the description below. Relax and enjoy the ride.